You get your hopes up, and you think that things are going well, and all is quiet on the front. And that's just, it's not true. It's not true. And the things that go on just in general in life around um, just the chatter, the noise, the never ending beef, the deafening infighting is just something that is odd, because these people, and I don't say specific names or specific cases or specific whatever, but I've never really seen anything quite like it in my life. Uh, it's hard to know who's in it, who's in the game of fooling people, and whose heart is actually true. A lot of that comes from people, who are performers, who can be performers, and that's why they choose certain areas, certain targets, certain. You become speechless, and speechless isn't a good thing for somebody like me. When I got to talk. Yeah, I got to. It's what I do. Like I said, you get so weirded out by certain things, and mm. Yeah, and there's just a lot to it. There's a lot to it, and I don't understand for the life of me. Well, I do understand. I get it. It's not even when we say true crime cases. You guys got to think about it this way. The reason that 99% of the true crime community focuses on children is because most people would react to that more with their gut, with their heart. They're more willing to show up and talk about um, younger kids, especially like young adults, and then children. You don't see a lot of silver alerts out there. A 92-year-old man goes missing. He's been missing for how long? Not a lot of people are jumping on YouTube talking about that. There's a reason for that. And the reason is it doesn't quite pull at your heart the same way a 5-year-old kid does.
Tell him, Josh.
Um, old people go missing all the time. They wander off. We don't have a huge line of people lining up to talk about that, because it's not as you can't manipulate that situation. Because if you were to tell somebody, I don't actually think that you care about the things that you're talking about, you can't be sure that's true. You may feel it in your heart, but you can't prove it. It's your word against theirs.
Mm-hmm.
It's your word against theirs. You can see it. You know that it's the truth, but you can't prove it. Because if you could prove it,
Y'all better pick up when he's laying down.
it's over. If you could prove it, then people would believe you, but you can't prove it. People gotta want to believe. People gotta want to believe uh, what you're saying. And if people aren't willing to believe it, well, not a lot you can do about it. I could tell you things, and I could tell somebody something that I know is 100% fact. I know it beyond a shadow of a doubt. Beyond a shadow of a doubt. I just can't physically prove. You would have to take my word for it. You would have to take my word for it. Because that's all I can prove to you. But I can tell you inside of me that I can read what's going on. I see it. And most of you that are here see it too.
Pay attention. Pay attention.
Days of our lives, like sand through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives. The drama industry, the movies, the TV shows, the Bachelor, you know, it's odd. It's odd to me. Not everybody, but it is bothersome.
You're just genuine, Josh.
Where's the silver alerts? Where's the actual concern? Where does the truth lie? I mean, we all have people that support us, and the responsibility is great, and it is true, and it is real, and you have a responsibility to people. You have a responsibility to people to be honest with them. But that's just the basic standard flat. That's just the bare minimum. People, if you say, "Oh, you're so classy, you're so this, you're so respectful, you're classy," that's the bare minimum. That's the standard. Okay, it's what everybody should. It's what everybody should strive to be and be honest.
Channel holders should be honest with their subs.
But honesty eludes us because, look, the fact of the matter is, there are so many people out there that get taken on a ride every single day.
Tell them.
And there's nothing that anybody can do to stop it. You can be truthful, you can tell the truth, you can be honest, you can have integrity, you can have all of that. But if you don't have truth, you have nothing. You have to make up lies, but you live the truth every single day. And the truth is written all over people's face. They just don't know it. And what happens is they fool maybe just a core few. That's it. And then they put those blinders on. But the problem is the core is almost like radiation. It kind of seeps out from the core. So then you get people go, well, you know what? Like I respect that person. So so if they like that person, then that person's probably okay. It's
Listen to what he's telling you.
malignant. It's malignant. It's a travesty.
Stop being a sheep.
It's mold. But the one thing that I never understood or have ever understood is our people, and I don't know, and that's why I'm asking. I understand that some people are gullible, and I get gullible, but this goes beyond being gullible. This is what you see in life everywhere you turn. Blind loyalty. Blind loyalty. There's an ebb and flow to this thing, and it kind of sways back and forth, back and forth. And you got to think that a lot of people that do the swaying of people, i.e., targeting, child cases in general are rough on everybody because nobody wants that to be their child. So what happens is you take on this feeling of that could have been my child, and you become emotionally invested. We've all had children, or most of us have had children, and young children. And what happens is we become emotionally invested. Mm-hmm. And so, what the kind of people that are attracted to these kind of cases aren't always the most trustworthy, or it's not even trustworthy, but like, can somebody cover a child case and not care about it, but still cover it adequately? Yeah, I guess so. But why would you want to?
Listen up.
If you don't have a passion for something, then why do it?
Listen up.
Well, the other reason would be that it pays well, I'm assuming. Mm-hmm. So there's two reasons you do something. You do it for the passion, or you do it for the money. And I'm telling you that I can see a lot of these people. I can't prove it, but I can tell you that a lot of these people don't actually have this kind of passion. They've had a lot of other passions in their life. Okay. Look at where they come from. There's not a lot of passions. Can you cover something adequately? Of course you can. Sure. There's news anchors that don't care about the news that they're delivering. It's their job. That's what they do. Morning radio guys, do you think that they like calling the traffic? The traffic report? You think they like reading the traffic report? No. They do it because it's their job, because they get paid to do it. But they may have a passion for radio. And so they're willing to put up with the part of it that they don't like. But then, whatever they might actually be passionate about doesn't really pay. So they pretend to be this passionate person about something that is a soft subject, as a touchy subject, domestic abuse, violence.
Tell him, Josh.
The blind leading the blind has never been a good idea. It just doesn't work. And we're not talking physically blind. We're just talking morally compromised blind. I see a lot of men who claim to be men who don't do the things that a man would do, that doesn't necessarily mean you're not a man, but it means you're not a good man. And as a man or woman, there are certain things that are required of you. There are responsibilities that are afforded to us. And we must know that the bare minimum is not really enough. But not only do they not do the bare minimum in their own lives, and take a look at the lives of these people. They're all wrecked.
But
The people who want to help are the ones that need the help. I've never understood, nor will I ever understand, how people get fooled so easily.
me either.
Manipulation, if you think about manipulation and the way that it's used in a lot of different ways, but it's always used for the person that's using it to get what they want over what really doesn't need to be. They're manipulating you or me or us or anybody else into a position of vulnerability through, say, their emotions. It becomes about their emotions and not necessarily about the actual center of what we're supposed to be talking about.
Yep.
That's what we're supposed to be doing. And the problem is, you sit back and you go, well, what exactly can you do? And the answer is nothing. It's not up to you. It's not up to me. The people that are doing this know that they shouldn't be doing this, and they're the ones that need to make it stop. There is nothing I can do. There is nothing you can do to stop that kind of behavior. You can make a million videos. You can public shame. You can call people out by name. They don't care. They don't care. But that's why we're here. That's why we're here. We're the resistance. Because people like you and me care. And I've said this before, and I have no reason to tell you these kind of things. The reason that I'm here and haven't ran off yet, screaming, is because I feel like that the people that think like me also need to be represented.
Agree.
And in the last month or two, I've been offered 2 different jobs that would take me completely away from YouTube forever. And I'm not necessarily ready for that, I don't believe. But you never know. And the reason I've stuck it out here is because of you guys, because of the people who show up and watch my videos night after night and hit the like and subscribe. And I'm not necessarily giving up. But I don't know if I'm quite ready yet. But I could be at some point, and I probably will be. Because let's be honest here, and I'll be 100% honest. If you're not willing to exploit people in this, like in this community, and not even this community, but on these sort of cases, if you're not willing to exploit people, I mean, it's not really like a career business. You don't really, if you're not willing to exploit, then it's not something that I would ever completely walk away from. But I refuse to exploit people, and it's crazy to think about. And and so it's not, and it's not about money. Because if it was about money, then you would exploit. Unless you can't do that and sleep at night. I don't have an Amazon wish list. I don't. Yeah, I took my little PayPal thing off. Felt tacky.
This is why I've always respected Josh.
Yeah, it is become cringy. I cringe a lot. Exploitation. I'm not. I totally wish that I wish that people could see it more. I wish I could make a bigger impact at some point, But I've come to the realization that I cannot.
You are.
I cannot fully. Let's see.
You don't even know it.
I can't fully put my heart and soul into it. I get pulled back a lot. There's a lot of other work that I do, and I just wish that I could make more people see it.
I see it. Other people see it.
Well, V, it's not helping Summer. It's not helping Summer. It's more. It's become more about the fights. It becomes about the fights and not the issues anymore. There are no real issues being fought about. There's just fighting being fought about. I mean, I don't know if you could even say it that way. It sounds like a quadruple negative, but that's the truth. That's the truth. I mean, the truth is no longer the truth. That's what's bothersome. That's what's really, really bothersome. And people, it gets to the point too where it's like they don't even people don't even know that they've conformed into this thing. It's like a switch. It's like lights on, lights off, just like that. Um, it's a lot. I hope. I hope. One of the main things that's very bothersome to me is that I just don't like people being lied to. That's what I don't like. Be honest and be real and say who you really are. That takes talent to attract people, not this fake. I mean, dude, that is so weird. Like I look around and I just see veneers everywhere. Everything's fake, 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 fake. The fakeness. I'm just confused. And I don't. The thing is too, like you want to leave it up. The thing is, you want to leave it up to say like karma. But I don't. But I don't really believe in karma. I'll tell you why I don't believe in karma. A lot of people believe in karma. I don't believe in karma, and here's why. I don't believe in karma because some of the best people that I know have had terrible things happen to them over the years, and they've never done anything wrong to anybody. And they turn 40 years old and they get cancer and they pass away a few years later. That if karma really existed, little kids wouldn't get sick or go missing, or you know, I just